the continuation of the impeachment trial of the Honorable Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Renato C. Corona, is hereby called to order. We shall be led in prayer by Senator Gregorio Ballesteros Onasan II.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ama naming Panginoon, bigyan niyo po kami ng sapat na pagtitiwala, pag-asa, at pagmamahal sa inyo, sa isa't isa, at sa aming sarili upang tapat naming magampanan ang mabigat na tungkulin bilang mambabatas at huwes. Huwag niyo pong hayaan na malihis kami sa landas tungo sa makahulugang pagbabago para sa kapakanan ng sambayanang Pilipino. Ilayo po ninyo kami sa tukso ng pagmamalinis, pagmamarunong, pagmamagaling, pagmamalaki, at pagmamalabis sa ngalan ng mailap na katotohanan at katarungan na ating patuloy na hinahanap sa loob at labas ng hukumang ito. At sa pagtatapos po ng paglilitis na ito at sa araw ng pagpapasya, ipaalala po ninyo sa aming lahat na kayo ang puno at dulo ng sanglibutan at siyang tanging maghuhusga sa lahat naming inisip, sinabi at ginawa para sa lahat ng inyong nilikha sa maikli at hiram na buhay na pansamantalang ipinagkaloob ninyo sa amin. Siya nawa.
So nawa. The Secretary will now call the roll of Senators.
The Honorable Senator Judges Angara, Arroyo, Cayetano Allen Peter Compañero, Cayetano Pia, Defensor Santiago, Drilon Ejercito Estrada, Escudero, Gingona, Honasan, Lacson, Lapid, Ligarda, Marcos, Osmeña, Pangilinan, Pimentel, Recto, Revilla, Soto, Trillanes, Villar, the Senate President.
With 19 Senator Judges present, the presiding officer declares the presence of a quorum. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, may I ask the Sergeant at Arms to make the proclamation?
The Sergeant at Arms is directed to make the proclamation.
All persons are commanded to keep silent under pain of penalty while the Senate is sitting on trial on the articles of impeachment against Chief Justice Renato C. Corona.
Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, I move that we dispense with the reading of the March 20, 2012 Journal of the Senate sitting as an impeachment court and consider the same as approved.
Is there any objection? There being none, the March 20, 2012 Journal of the Senate sitting as an impeachment court is hereby approved. The Secretary will now please call the case.
Case number 0022011 in the matter of impeachment trial of Honorable Chief Justice Renato C. Corona.
Appearances, Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, may we ask the respective councils to make their appearances or enter their appearances?
Good afternoon, Mr. President, and the honorable members of the Senate sitting in impeachment.
Good afternoon.
Same appearances for the prosecution. We are ready, Your Honors.
Noted.
Or the
Defense.
For the defense, Your Honor, the same appearance.
Welcome back,
Ready, Your Honor.
Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I hope you have recovered from your vertigo.
I would like to be given at least 1 minute, Your Honor, to extend my apologies to the Honorable Court and to the members of this Honorable Court, Your Honor, for not being
Apologies
able...
unnecessary.
For not, Your Honor,
Unnecessary. We realize that you had some problems. So.
that have entered into my mind, Your Honor, but as part of the courtesy due to this court, Your Honor, I just want that to be made of record.
Thank you.
And
So-
I assure this court that there was nothing intentional. It was merely due to the ailment suffered by this representation. As in fact, I'm still wobbly, Your Honor. But for
Sapagkat tao lamang tayo.
salamat po. Kagalang-galang na Pangulo.
Noted.
Mr. President,
Majority Floor Leader.
thank you. Mr. President, for the business for the day, we will have the continuation of the examination of witness Carmina Cruz, the customer relations head of Alveo Land. There were documents that were asked by or requested by the defense to be submitted. correspondence preceding Ms. Cruz's June 4 letter to Ms. Corona concerning invitation to inspect defects found and other instances in which it relates to the acceptance and turnover of the unit, information related to the condominium corporation, and Mrs. Corona's acceptance of the unit, if any.
We will just have her summoned, Your Honor, for only a
Bring the
couple of
witness
minutes.
in and let her take the witness stand under the same oath for cross-examination. The first witness is Carmina Cruz. Trial suspended for 1 minute to wait for Carmina. Trial resumed. Under the same oath, the prosecution may now cross-examine the witness, Ms. Cruz.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, what's the pleasure of the gentleman from the defense?
thank you, Mr. President. May it please the Court, we ended yesterday with a request to bring back Ms. Cruz because there were certain documents that she had not produced.
So you want to
I would like
have
to
additional
I would like to complete my direct examination.
additional direct question?
A continuation of the direct, actually,
Yes.
Your Honor.
All
Yes.
right, proceed.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
I don't think the prosecution has any objection.
We have no objection, Your
All
Honor.
right, proceed.
And before I proceed, Your Honor, I wish also to publicly apologize to Ms. Cruz. There was an unfortunate article that appeared in the Philippine Star imputing some kind of relationship between myself and Ms. Cruz. And I want to make it of record that I am not in conformity with the publication, and I would like to give Ms. Cruz fair opportunity to deny.
What is that relationship?
There's some item, Your Honor. I apologize.
Let's forget about those things. Anyway,
Yes, Your Honor. I will proceed.
we are adults, so
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Cruz, yesterday I asked you to bring documents preceding June 4,
Yes.
2008,
Yes.
relating to the acceptance of Mrs. Corona.
Yes.
I am sorry, to the inspection of the unit of Mrs. Corona.
Yes.
Do you have them with you?
Yes, I have them with me.
Would you be so kind as to show us the document?
Yes.
both counsels may proceed to scrutinize the document and agree that agree if you can agree.
Yes, Your Honor.
Partially. This is the start of.
Your Honor, the witness is showing us a document on the letterhead of Community Innovations, which is the company that she works for, and it appears to be dated June 20th, 2006. I wish to inform the court, as well as the prosecution, that we do not have a copy of the original as well.
Show it to the prosecution, and if they have no question about its authenticity, then so be it.
We cannot stipulate, Your Honor, because it's a photocopy and the signatory is not Ms. Cruz, Your Honor.
At any rate, Ms. Cruz, can you please tell us where this document, where did you get this document from?
I got the document from the June 20, 2006 letter from our archives for all the copies of the notifications on acceptance for all the towers in columns.
All right, proceed.
Do you confirm, therefore, that this letter was an official letter from your company or your representative to Mrs. Corona?
Yes, I do confirm.
Do you confirm, therefore, that the records of your company contain this letter?
Yes, I do confirm. As
Do you confirm, therefore, that this is the first letter inviting Mrs. Corona to accept the inspect the unit?
Yes, I do confirm that this is the first letter that we sent out.
All right. Now, you will recall from Your Honor, may we request that this be marked as Defense Exhibit number
Mark
220, and that the date June 20, 2006 be marked as Defense Exhibit 220A.
That's another letter.
The same letter, Your Honor, just the date.
June.
June 20, 2006.
What I have here is June 2008.
Yes, Your Honor. This document precisely precedes that exhibit, and it was this letter now which was the basis for that letter that you are referring to, Mr. President.
Are they identical in contents?
No, Your Honor. The exhibit that
They are linked.
They are linked, Your Honor,
All right.
yes.
You want to mark that as an exhibit?
Yes, I just did, Your Honor.
What number is it?
Exhibit 220, Your
All
Honor.
right, mark it accordingly.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, can you please tell us, based on your communications with Mrs. Corona, if you know, what happened after she received that letter of June 20, 2006?
Based on our records, we have a copy of, she was able to come to visit the site, the Columns Ayala Avenue, and then perform an inspection of the unit.
And can you tell us if there is any documentation, any record regarding that inspection?
From the records we have found, there is a punch list.
Would you be so kind as to explain to us what a punch list is?
A punch list is a recording of items found in the unit when an inspection is done. It indicates things that needs to be rectified, repaired, or cleaned up inside the unit.
When you say things that need to be rectified, could this include defects, mistakes?
Yes, that's possible.
All right. Was there such a punch list relating to the inspection of Mrs. Corona?
Yes, there is a punch list.
Do you have the punch
That is
list?
the inspection in 2006.
That is right, Your Honor. Do you have that punch list with you?
Yes, I have the form with me.
Would you be so kind as to present it? May I invite counsel for the prosecution to look at the letter? Your Honor, may we request that the punch list be marked as Exhibit 221 for the defense,
Mark it accordingly.
and that the portion on the right-hand section referring to leaks, repainting, and removing wall stains and sealant be marked as 221A, this whole subsection here.
Why not just? Well, I'm not trying to. But the document shows all the defects that were.
Very well,
found,
Your Honor.
And there's no point in specifying them. Anybody can read it.
It's quite detailed, Your Honor, so
All right.
to bracket it would be easier
All right,
to find.
bracket them and mark them accordingly.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, after that, then you wrote the letter of June 4, which you 2008, which you testified to.
No, we sent out another letter.
You sent out another
Yes.
letter. Do you have that letter with you?
Yes, I
What's
have
the
it with
date
me.
of that letter?
What is the, yes.
The date, Your Honor, of this letter is October 17, 2006. It is about the rectification, the completion of the rectification.
May we know who sent this letter out?
That was October letter.
October 17, 2006.
2006. The
Yes.
first letter in 2006 was what date?
June 20,
June
2006,
20 also.
Your Honor.
June. Okay.
Your Honor, may we know who wrote this letter, Ms. Cruz?
It was me. I wrote the letter addressed to Cristina Corona.
For what purpose did you write the letter, Ms. Cruz?
It was to inform Mrs. Corona about the completion of the rectification of their unit.
All right. May we request that this letter, dated October 17, 2006, be marked as Defense Exhibit 222.
Mark it accordingly.
Did you receive a reply from Mrs. Corona following that letter?
Nothing on record. Nothing that we can find regarding the response from Ms. Corona.
Do you recall having that she replied to you in any way?
Not that I can recall.
And so after that letter, am I correct in stating that the next communication was your letter to her on June 4, 2008?
There was another letter in February 26, 2008.
February 26. Do you have that letter with you?
January when?
February
26.
26, 2008, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I'm not mistaken, this had been previously marked by the...
February 26.
Yes, Your Honor. February 26, 2008. 2008.
Your Honor.
2006.
8.
2008.
Yes, Your Honor.
And may we know who wrote this letter, Ms. Cruz?
It was also written by me. It came from me.
Your Honor, I have here the original of that letter. And may we request that the photocopy be marked as the exhibit for the defense, and it be marked as exhibit number 223.
Mark it accordingly.
All right. Previously marked? Us? By us? All right. Then we'll withdraw the marking now. No? All right. Thank you.
You are withdrawing the marking of...
Yes, Your Honor. This letter, because it had been previously marked as exhibit number 48, according to the
No,
Secretariat.
then state it into the record.
Yes, Your Honor. This letter, previously marked as exhibit 48, was written by whom?
By me, Your Honor. It was written by me.
After this, did you receive a reply from Mrs. Corona?
Not that I can recall of any reply, Your Honor.
And the next communication was when? Between you and Mrs. Corona, if you recall.
It follows already the June 2008 letter.
Which we discussed and marked yesterday.
In this, what does that letter of February 19...
February
2008 says?
May I read, Your Honor?
Please.
Okay.
For the information of the court.
Yes. Thank you, Your Honor. It was about, we have written as a notice based on the October 17, 2006 letter regarding the final re-inspection of your unit. We would like to inform you that the unit has been deemed delivered and accepted as of February 28, 2008, pursuant to Section 7 of the Contract to Sell.
All right.
That was the main content of the letter, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Cruz. Now, after your communication with Mrs. Corona in September 2008, I asked you yesterday if you conveyed to the Homeowners Association the information regarding the acceptance of Mrs. Corona. Did you convey this information in writing?
I have no record of the actual transmittal or any information given to the condominium corporation regarding the acceptance of the unit.
Do you confirm that it is the practice of your corporation to inform the Homeowners Association of the acceptance?
Yes, I do confirm that it is practiced that the developer informs the condominium corporation of the accepted units for the building.
What records do you have, if any, that there is such information conveyed or such information kept by you, your corporation, which is conveyed to the homeowners corporation?
I just have a copy of the monitoring that we do internally.
Would you be so kind as to produce that for us?
Yes.
We are looking at an image, Your Honor. Ms. Cruz, what is this image we are looking at? Would you be so kind as to explain?
It's an Excel file, basically a tabulation of all the accepted units for all the towers in the Columns Ayala Avenue.
This file exists in the computer?
Yes, it is.
Were you the one who extracted this file from the computer?
Yes, I was the one who extracted this file.
Were you the one who caused the printing of this image from the computer?
Yes, for this specific file.
Were you the one who operated the computer?
Yes, I was the one who operated the computer.
And you were the one who accessed the file?
Yes, I was also the one who accessed the file.
All right, Your Honor, may we request that this be marked as Defense Exhibit 223.
Mark it accordingly.
That's okay. Thank you. Now, Ms. Cruz, would you be so kind to show me, I asked you whether you had proof of, or you had information regarding the acceptance by Mrs. Corona, and whether that acceptance had been communicated to the condominium corporation. Can you please show me from this image where I might find that information?
There is a tabulation here that indicates the dates of deemed acceptance and acceptance dates.
Are you telling me that there are two entries?
Yes.
One is for
the deemed acceptance
and
of the
the
unit
other?
And for the acceptance date.
All right. Would you be so kind as to read what the document states on its face?
Okay. For 31B, Christina Corona, for the acceptance date, it indicates August 12, 2009. The deemed acceptance date is June 7, 2008.
And do you confirm that this information was relayed to the condominium corporation?
Yes, I do confirm.
All right. Now, yesterday, Ms. Cruz, thank you. Yesterday, Ms. Cruz, you informed me, or you informed the court, that there was a balance being collected from Mrs. Corona in the amount of 8,000 and odd pesos. Am I correct?
Yes, I do recall that.
And can you please refresh our recollection? What was that amount for?
The amount was for the real property tax in 2008.
All right. And that demand was presented to Ms. Corona, am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Can you please tell us if there is anything that appears in your records regarding the payment of that amount?
From the checking that has been done, there is no record of the payment from Mrs. Corona.
In other words, she has not received the real estate tax declaration from you.
That I am not sure if she was able to
But the
receive.
payment, what is the purpose of the amount?
It was a collection of their share on the real property tax for 2008.
And assuming that she would pay it, what would be your reaction or your response?
Based on the letters.
Based on your practice, if she paid for that amount,
Oh, yes.
what would you give to her in exchange?
The original tax declaration will be given to her.
So, as you have testified, she has not paid for the amount, and therefore,
Probably, but I'm not too sure.
Therefore, according to your practice,
Therefore, according to our practice, it may be still with the company, with the developer.
that the tax declaration is still not with Mrs.
Yes,
Corona?
it may be still with the
That is
developer.
all for this witness, Your Honor. Thank you.
Cross-examination.
Consistent, Your Honor, with the prosecution's position, Your Honor, that insofar as the Columns property is concerned, the fact of actual delivery, which the defense is trying to prove, Your Honor, is immaterial, because as we have already put into evidence, deed of absolute sale has been executed, title has been executed, and money or cash has already been paid for by the respondent and wife in 2003 and 2004. So we have no cross-examination on the witness, Your Honor.
All right. The witness is...
Your Honor, before that, may I request just to present the originals and that the photocopies that were submitted yesterday be confirmed and that the documents we presented be
You
admitted
can show
under
it,
the best evidence rule.
show it to the prosecution, and if they accept them as the original.
Thank you, Your Honor. Request that the witness be discharged, Your Honor.
You do not need the witness anymore. All right, the witness is discharged.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Cruz.
Mr. President,